Three, two, one. This is Radio Free Cybertron episode 749. Now, if you downloaded the podcast from either our website, your podcatcher, or Patreon, you would say, Brian, last week's episode was episode 749. Well, I got a little busy trying to fix the show last week, and I spent like 2 days on it. And I was in a rush posting it, and I got the episode number wrong. So this is really episode 749. So this is 749. Next week is 750.
749.5?
I'm going to, the file name for this episode, I think is going to be RFC 749 really.mp3. It's like,
you should do it like 0.1 like they did on those comics there for a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but no, this is, I fixed it on the website, but if you already listened to the episode, yeah, it basically said 749 everywhere, and I didn't catch it. So, we have on the show this week, Donald.
Hello.
Diecast.
Hey, everybody.
Matt.
Hello.
Rob.
Greetings from 3 hours of sleep.
You're the man. And Chris.
What?
So if we have a hiccup, we're trying some new technology this week. It's not Dinobot's old technology; it's new technology, and we're having some learnings. You know, one thing I don't know about business, but in business, one thing that we do all the time is we weaponize poor grammar. So instead of saying you learn something or a lesson, it's learnings. We took learnings from this.
At work, we call them opportunities.
Opportunities, but grammatically, opportunities I think is fine. Opportunity. People hate opportunities. I abuse opportunities. I think it's a good.
I despise. I will not use that terminology.
But
we're big on. We don't have problems. We have challenges, because challenges are meant to be overcome.
I think challenges is better than opportunities, even though I use opportunities.
Yeah, we use challenges all the time. We're having some challenges.
It's a problem. It's broke. Fix it.
Yeah. Well, last week's episode provided a lot of opportunities and lessons or learnings, as we say in the business world.
It was a bit of a challenger.
Yes. So,
exploded.
Yes. So
all over Texas.
The goal this week is to maybe improve that. So that's why we're doing some new stuff. And we shall see. Galvatron. We shall see. So, let's see here. PulseCon's coming up Friday, and I will be on the fan wall again. I doubt I'll get to say anything, but will
someone be standing in front of you?
That was Ant.
Well, I know it's your turn.
It's my turn. So, here, if you're watching the video, I'm in my unfinished basement. There's studs and besides me everywhere. But for this thing, I've been working on the temporary office that I don't even use as an office. And I've been posting pictures of that to my Twitter this week at bcolby as I've gone through that process, just so for like the 3 minutes that I'm going to be on camera for the Hasbro PulseCon event, it'll look like I have like a neat, toy filled office.
I described it to the Hot 5 crew that you and Ant would be Brady Bunching behind the host of the stream.
Yes. That is exactly it. So the Hasbro PulseCon is Friday and Saturday, the 22nd and 23rd. The Transformers event, I think it's like at 12:30, 12:35-ish on Friday after the Ghostbusters presentation. I was really sad to see there's no new toys for Ghostbusters. Zilch. Nothing.
Womp womp.
Makes me sad. But Transformers, there's a lot of stuff, and we'll get to that in a minute. But also, TFCon is this weekend. Same days, basically. Matt and Diecast will be there. You guys are you excited?
Absolutely. It's been 2 years, and it's in Baltimore, and I think JT Hogg is somewhere around there, but he's probably not going to show up.
I forgot where he moved to. He was in Ohio.
Yeah, I think now he's in Maryland.
Man, I wish I could go. I mean, I guess I could go, but I'm not going to risk it.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, like I love baseball cards and comic book comics and that stuff. There's a baseball card convention basically in my neighborhood, and I didn't go to it. So
you Chris triplet it.
yeah, pretty much. That was TFCon though, and ShardaCon. There's no
that would
excuse.
be great if Chris Triplett shows up to this.
Yeah,
You don't.
it would be. It'd be great. But he did make it to the last BotCon. Amazingly, Chris made it to the last BotCon. So,
And that was awesome. It was good to hang out with him.
it was really fun. It's a shame that he'll never go to another convention again.
It's too bad he didn't properly enjoy the Brazilian steakhouse.
He was the only one who didn't. Yeah, Don enjoyed it.
I paid full retail and enjoyed it.
Yeah, it
was great.
Although I did look for coupons in the hotel literature, but there were no coupons. But I did look.
You know, he Dononomics that like the following week, like I won't buy this $20 figure, and that's $20 off my meal, so I only paid $20 for it.
No, he would buy the $20 figure and flip it for $28 and apply that $8 to what he paid for the meal, and that would be the Dononomics part of it.
You're right.
You know, I am trying to fund my collection right now as I go through this stuff. I have all the stuff that I have way more stuff than space for. So I've been trying to part with stuff over the last couple weeks, and this stuff is going to continue. But yeah, I get where Don's coming from. You know, Dononomics is a valuable tool. Sometimes we laugh, but you remember the second most at that one convention we were at the Joanna or Toylanta, this like the second most popular panel the whole day was the Dononomics panel after the
Crazy Steve.
No, I mean Crazy Steve was like the best panel. It was not the most popular, but the most popular was the Toy Hacks panel, I think, than the Dononomics panel.
Like Crazy Steve panel should have done better.
Oh God, it was so great. And like, so I think Cyberwolf was there, Matt, you know, and a couple other folks and us. That was like the best panel. That was a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that'll be fun. So 2 things going on. We'll talk about both next week. I guess we can start off with some sad news. Jack Angel passed away.
He was
You know,
90 years old, they said, right?
90 or 91.
Yeah, I mean, he was up there. I mean,
He was born in 1930.
there are not that many voice actors from G1. Yeah, I say they're not that many. Like I guess the most prominent ones are still around. Would you say the big 3? You know, Cullen, Welker, and Michael Bell, or would Michael Bell not qualify for like the 3rd spot?
He
I
did a
don't
lot
know
of
who the
characters,
third
but he
spot.
didn't get as much screen time as some of
Yeah.
the others. Like his characters
wonder
didn't
if-
pop up all that often.
Yeah, I wonder if Dan Gilvezan would actually be more likely to be number 3.
Yeah, with Bumblebee. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, Jack Angel played two characters in my 2 favorite episodes. I mentioned this on Twitter. He played Astro Train, who was
Mhm.
one of the main characters in God Gambit, and he played Smokescreen in The Gambler, which are 2 of my favorite all-time episodes. Plus, he was Ramjet, which means he would have been a Decepticon
Raider and
King Arthur's Court, which is another one of my favorites.
And
Maybe
he
it
was
was-
Ultra Magnus, and which put him in all of season 3, which is the best season.
Yeah, he was the best character in the best season.
Yeah, well, he was a bright point in that less than stellar 3rd season. But
God, Don, don't say that. That's disrespectful to him and season
no, I'm
3.
not. I'm just saying I don't like season 3 as
You're
good
wrong.
as season 2.
Your opinion
But I
is
mean-
invalid.
Yeah, but I mean, he definitely he was a lot of characters. I think he also did a lot. Yeah, he just did a really phenomenal job. And if you listen to Smokescreen, you listen to Astro Train personally, I can tell he'd be the same guy.
If you listen to Ironhide and Optimus Prime, I'd have no idea.
I can kind of hear it,
Yeah. If you listen to Dr. Claw,
especially in
and,
season 1.
if you listen to Dr. Claw and Soundwave, and you take the vocoder out, no idea. It's the same.
Starscream and
voice.
Cobra Commander, though, are kind of,
Yeah.
they're close.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you, Starscream and the Klingon captain from the season 2 TNG episode, you'd never know they were the same person.
There you go. If, Prowl and the leader of
Rob
the
Zorin.
Farpoint station.
Prowl,
Yeah. Okay, I'll shut up. So yeah, it's sad, but he lived a long life, and it's going to happen more and more frequently. So unfortunately,
Also,
go ahead.
I was just going to add to Diecast's point. A better example would be Starscream and say Wheeljack or Sparkplug. You wouldn't know were the same voice actor.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just sad, very sad. He'll be missed. Let's see here. What else? Before we get to the big thing that popped up. So at PulseCon, I guess all this runs together. There's been a lot of announcements as to what's going to happen. In fact, let me go to my email right now because Hasbro PR sent over something. Hey, can you cover this in the show? Well, we were planning to.
Well, they just want to make sure.
Yeah, but I'll just go through and read the lineup. Wait, no, I'm not doing this part about the musical guests. Should I do the musical guests? Okay, so
I'm sure they would like you to talk about the musical guests.
maybe they will. I'll do this. This is the press release. Okay. Hasbro reveals star-studded roster of celebrity and musical guests for the return of two-day Hasbro PulseCon fan event October 22nd through 23rd, 2021. Special appearances by Patton Oswalt. That's cool. Matthew Lillard. No idea who that is. The cast of Power Rangers Dino Fury. I know what that is.
Nice.
That makes sense, at least.
Yeah, it makes sense. and that's
Matthew
cool.
Lillard is live action Shaggy. By the
What
way.
doesn't make so
Oh.
much sense is that's not going to show up. Ben
Zod.
Burnley on the Transformers brand panel.
Oh,
Maybe he's a Transformers fan.
is he? I don't know.
Is he?
I said maybe. I don't know.
Music
I
headliner.
didn't even know who he was.
Music headliner Weezer.
Same.
And
Weezer?
2 days of interactive experiences, reveals, and surprise guests for Hasbro's iconic fan brands, only live streamed via the Hasbro Pulse on YouTube. So somebody on, I don't remember who it was, on Twitter was saying, I don't understand why Weezer is there. So I'm pretty sure that, for the most part, this is being run by the folks that would run any type of corporate event for Hasbro. PulseCon is the same way. It's run by people who put on events to, woo retailers and such. Not necessarily people who know or want to run a convention. And also it's remote too as well. So, there's that complication with it. But it really feels like a corporate event. So that's why there's all these musical guests and stuff that most people just don't care about. I mean, it's cool that, that they're investing all this in there, but I don't care. Okay. Let's see here. What else is in here? So, it says Jackie Jennings, Sci-Fi Wire on-air correspondent, writer, and producer, returns to PulseCon to co-host the pop culture celebration and joins new co-host Cleo Thomas. Not Miss Cleo. Cleo Thomas, actor, influencer, artist, and entrepreneur. I think Jackie did a great job at the Fan Fest earlier this year. Phenomenal job, actually. I have no idea who Cleo Thomas is. I'm sure he's
I would love if it
capable.
was Miss Cleo.
She's dead, unfortunately.
Oh.
And I think she was in prison before that.
Yeah. Funny enough, friend, fan, and patron Frank, Gaming Fix. I don't think it was Miss Cleo's psychic network, but apparently did phone agent work at one point in the past for one of those psychic network things, and I find that wonderful because I know Frank and he's not a psychic. So I would like to see how that works.
I don't want to share the illusion here, Brian, but none of those people on the phone are psychics.
What?
And wrestling? Scripted.
What about if they're on the TV?
No, not even them.
No.
So
They're just reading off a teleprompter.
It's a
They're not psychic.
fake.
So so let me just go through the panels, and there's all these panels listed in then segment. Power Rangers Dino Fury panel, panelists Brandon Davis, Russell Curry, Hunter Dino, these names. You won't want to miss this one. Ranger fans, the Hasbro PulseCon Dino Fury panel is packed full of exclusive content, news, and reveals brought to you by the Dino Fury Rangers themselves. Joined by some very special guests, tune in for all the latest from the second half of season 1 and beyond. Power Rangers product panel, panelist Hasbro's Power Rangers team. There's several things. Power Rangers Boom Studios panel, then Ghostbusters segment. It's not even a panel.
Segment.
It's a
Segment.
segment.
I guess you can't have a panel when you don't have any new material to announce.
Yeah,
Here's Ghostbusters. We're done.
I adore.
Sorry, we kind of GI Joe retaliationed all the toys over the last year.
Yes, I adore the retro line, the real Ghostbusters line, and I really, 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 really like the. I don't even know what the segment you would call it, but the more child-focused, simpler figures that they're doing. I think those are great. Plasma doesn't really do it for me. Okay, Ghostbusters segment. We couldn't be more excited for Ghostbusters at Hasbro PulseCon 2021. Although we may not have any new toy reveals, we have plenty of exciting things to share, including an exclusive Ghostbusters Afterlife clip. I don't care. Join us to see our special guests and check out what surprise content we have for Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is my favorite movie. I've watched it over 1,000 times, and that is not hyperbole. Yeah, it's not hyperbole. I've watched it a ridiculous number of times. I love the movie. I love Ghostbusters too. I was just watching it with the kids a couple days ago. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope I enjoy Afterlife, but I don't. It doesn't look like it excites me.
They did a screening recently, and the audience seemed to approve.
I heard it. I read some of the reviews coming out of that, and they're very mixed. Nobody is like super enthusiastic. Some people are like, "Hey, yeah, it's good." And others are like, "Oh." But yeah, I don't feel strongly either way about it, but I don't need to see a clip of it. But Transformers, there's quite a bit here. So I'll read it. Panelist, Hasbro Transformers brand team with special guest Loannis Lefkadidis, I don't know who that is, Vince DiCola, and Kenny Meredith, featuring Bob Reynolds. Join us for some exciting news coming from all corners of the Transformers universe. We will share updates from our feature film, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, announce our new touring attraction, as well as our first ever home VR game. Don, I know what you're doing for the next 10 years. Join us to learn more about the amazing new games and events from Hasbro marketing and design teams, as well as a special performance from Vince DiCola, awesome, and Kenny Meredith, featuring Bob Reynolds, and more.
Actually, Brian, what I think I'll be doing for the next 10 years is I just saw that Jack of Hearts is coming back to Marvel Comics. So I'll be trying to get a Marvel Legends of him done for the next 10
We've been
years.
doing that for the last 15, so, you know.
Well, what's 10 more?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
did ask me to be on
your
that
age,
panel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will burn a regeneration if I have to get that figure made.
They did ask me to be on that panel, but I had to decline due to prior engagements.
No, I'm sorry. Transformers fan product panel. This is the meat here. A panelist, Hasbro's Transformers brand team with special guest Ben Burnley, lead singer of Breaking Benjamin. Is he the one being broken?
He might
Was
be.
Colin doing the breaking?
I thought it was Terrence Stamp. I'm not going to lie when I saw the photo. So, join the Hasbro Transformers team as we kick off. I have no idea what Breaking Benjamin is. I'm sorry. Join the Hasbro.
They're popular.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't listen to new.
They were popular 15 years ago.
No,
That sounds about right.
Yeah, hopefully a Transformers fan. Probably a good guy, but like I just don't know the music. I may love the music, but I don't know the music. Join the Hasbro Transformers team as we kick off the celebration of Transformers Legacy and officially reveal toys from the first wave of the next Transformers Generations line. We're bringing together fan favorite characters from across the multiverse. So get ready. The inner John will be electric. The celebration continues with the 2021 Transformers Hall of Fame. This year, we will celebrate the past and present as we induct two amazingly talented contributors to the brand and announce the fan-voted favorites for both Best WFC Kingdom Toy and favorite Beast Wars Season 1 character. Lastly, behold, as we unveil a Unicron companion pack to help you bring bring the epic final battle, the Transformers the movie, to life with Ben Burnley, lead singer of Breaking Benjamin. Be prepared for huge surprises and exclusive reveals seen first here, hopefully. We can't wait to share it all with you. So there was a YouTube theft leak of one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't the first time we'd seen it though.
Oh, we'd heard
Well,
about
I
it.
think
It hasn't been revealed yet, but it's not the first time we've seen it.
I think
Yeah.
the accessories were the first time I saw all of them. But yeah, we haven't. The main toy that wasn't the first time.
Yeah, no, we'd seen the accessories along with the Galvatron in question.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of our psychic friend Frank, he's saying that Don's mic is hot. I haven't noticed it.
Has Don even been talking?
Yes.
I'm just waiting for one of those boxes to fall on top of him. It's gonna happen any second.
I
no,
love
I think
Don's
they're
boxes.
stable enough.
I love the boxes.
Well,
I don't see Don's microphone icon lighting up on the call.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound
Yeah.
fine, Don.
Okay. Yeah, I've not had a time off to work on any of this. I'm hoping tomorrow, unless something comes up, I'll be able to make some progress on this.
Don,
we
you
add a
work too
green-
much.
Should we add a pop-up green screen to Don's wish list?
Actually, yeah, that would be cool.
Yes,
Actually-
we could green screen him back into his old kitchen. It would be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes.
We have the technology. Literally, we have the technology.
So Frank is saying, where's the psychic thing coming from? I thought I saw on Facebook you shared a picture of you doing that job. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. Maybe it was somebody else.
Frank, if it wasn't you, just pretend it was.
pretend it was you.
We've decided
might
it's
as-
canon now.
It's
Yeah, you might
canon.
as well just own this and roll with it and tell people that you were a phone psychic.
Yeah, he didn't see that coming.
Oh, I love it. Frank is so awesome. Oh, he remembers it. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
He
Okay.
hasn't confirmed that, Brian.
Yes, well, that's true. Okay, sorry, moving on.
That would be more the realm of a psychologist, not a psychic.
The government's still looking for him, so he can't really comment.
Oh man, this is great. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm not trying to poop all over this Hasbro Pulse thing, PulseCon, because actually I'm really excited about it. I enjoyed it. I appreciate Hasbro doing it. But speaking as a fan and as a member, as a duly designated member of the fan wall, a duly designated recognized fan from Hasbro, I will say that most fans, I could say that it's single digits as far as percentages of fans who care about any of these guests.
I miss going there.
I loved HasCon. HasCon was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, don't you just save the money. You don't have to do that. I love the presentations. I love all that stuff. We don't need guests. Just have Jackie, and you don't have need any other influencers. And if you do need influencers, there are people in the various fandoms that have more social media presence than many of these people.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Brian, I think Ben isn't able to go this year. Ben Yee, and I'm like, dude, everyone knows Ben.
What do you
I
mean?
mean-
He's not able to go to?
Yeah, I mean,
Boy,
I
fair.
again, if I'm mistaken, it's something
That's-
about
you
he
mean
wasn't
Has-
able to. Yeah, he wasn't able to get a invite or something.
You're talking about New York Comic Con.
Oh, was it?
That's
I
not
thought it
what-
was.
no. That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's
I thought it was
that's-
PulseCon.
No, no.
Okay, I
Ben's got-
apologize.
no, you're good.
Nobody can go to PulseCon.
Nobody goes
Mm.
to PulseCon. PulseCon's not a place you go. It's a theater.
It's a state
of the
of mind, Don.
Yeah.
I didn't even know New York Comic Con was still happening this year.
It
till
happened.
It
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. Like,
Oh,
look, there's some pictures from New York Comic Con from a couple people who went, but that was it.
So Ben,
was-
Ben posted this on I think his BWTF page, so it's public. I mean, so Ben didn't get press credentials this year for New York Comic Con, which
I think very few people did.
very few people did. But Ben's gotten those for years, so I can understand him being irritated. He still went. He just didn't get press credentials for it. Yeah. So it's all influencers and YouTubers now, is basically what. So like like a 13-year-old kid who has 2 Transformers, probably got press passes to New York Comic Con because they have a YouTube channel with like 3 million subscribers. And Ben, who worked his butt off, Ben's awesome.
But it's everything's cut back because of COVID, so I'm sure
Yeah.
they cut the number of press passes back. And
yeah,
unfortunately, if you have 100 people on the list and you only have 50 when you used to have 100, 50
Yeah.
people are going to get cut out. And
But
it's,
Ben didn't make it to the Hasbro Fan Fest, Pulse Fan Fest earlier this year. I think he had some sort of conflict, but he should. I'm thinking he's there this year. But what I'm saying, like our buddy John Bailey, I'm pretty sure has a bigger social media presence, than like 99% of the people that they hire for this sort of thing. I think he would be perfect for something like that. And there's other folks too, so but we don't need musical guests. We don't need multiple
Well,
hosts.
Vince is fine.
Vince Cole's fine. Cybertronic Spree at the Fan Fest thing was cool. Unnecessary,
that
but cool.
that was a perfectly fine 7.5 minutes.
Yeah. But we don't need more than that. Like go ahead.
I liked Flow Rider at Flow Rider.
But that was
at,
Hascon. This is not. This was that was an actual event where you go and you got to see Flow Rider. This is us setting.
That
on
was
our
fun.
butts. Oh, it was. It was.
Saying.
It was. But like this is us sitting on our butts. Some of us not even mostly dressed, watching, a concert
I think it
over.
was JD.
Yeah, over a crap.
I'll be in the car, so I
speakers.
have to be dressed. It'll be
Yeah.
a little
well,
uncomfortable.
You don't have to be dressed from the waist up, and you hope you don't drive by like truck drivers or anything. But yeah.
Yeah, no rest stop breaks either, because
Yeah. But no, again, just my advice to Hasbro. Save some money. Invite Don. Just have Don show up. And that's enough. You may have heard of him. Okay. Okay, so I read all that, and we have this whole legacy thing going on. So we got our first 2 legacy photos. And
were they leaks or were they official?
No, it's
IGN.
official.
It was IGN.
Okay,
was
because
official.
no one actually says where the photos come from. They just automatically go everywhere.
Well, you could. They were press photos. You could tell.
They were published to IGN, and
that
they
doesn't
distributed
mean
from
that
there.
they
Yeah.
couldn't have been leaked from somewhere. But yeah, I could tell they were professional photos, but whether they're leaked or not, you don't know nowadays.
No, that's a fair point because we have had some sources publish stock photos earlier than they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, this was an official
This
deal.
was all on the up and up. It was paid for and scheduled.
Yeah. So I'll show them. And I've been notified by at least one of our cast members that I do not want to throw to them. When it
It was
comes to-
me.
Yeah. When it comes to thoughts. I am going to have the hot take here. It's Bulkhead, who's a Voyager, and Skids, who is a Deluxe. And I'm going to have the hot take here. Of the 2 of them, the one that I like best is Bulkhead. And I
Okay,
can't-
so Bulkhead is an interesting history lesson for people who are relatively new to Transformers, because before we had the kind of wizardry of remolds that we have gotten in the last few years, this is what a character remold looked like.
Yes.
A head on a basically entirely inappropriate body
Yes.
for the character.
I love that.
Meanwhile, on the more on the modern remold wizardry side of things, Skids' shoulders very clearly belong to Transformers Prime Bumblebee.
Which I suspect is more a case of there's intent that maybe in the future they will make a Transformers Prime Bumblebee using this engineering skeleton.
Yeah.
Like-
I don't know that it's a foregone conclusion, but it seems like it's definitely something they given thought to, I would say.
Like the version of Bulkhead, of course, that I have any attachment to is animated Bulkhead. But like
Mhm.
when it comes to
Yes.
like their visual appearance, I don't differentiate between the 2. In my mind, if it looks like Prime Bulkhead or whatever, it's Bulkhead. I don't care. So I'm fine with that. I like the vehicle mode. I like the fact that it's completely inappropriate otherwise. And
You know what? You
Yeah.
know what this looks like? I mean, I can't be the only other person that
You're
or
not.
the only person that thinks this
Say it.
is that it looks like movie Hound with a bulkhead head. Like they're trying to
Mhm.
combine those two characters into one toy.
The Align continuity is coming back from the grave.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not what I was thinking. I can see that.
I did kind of feel like the vehicle mode reminded me of Movie Hound. So yeah, I see where
Yeah.
you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
Like if we did not already have a character named Hound in G1, if you were going to tell me this was if you gave this a head to make this a G1 version of John Goodman, that's, yeah, just call it Autobot John Goodman and stop pretending it's Bulkhead or Hound and just go with that and I'll buy it.
They did at least put an appropriate bulkhead head sculpt on it.
Yeah, which
Animated
is-
bulkhead.
yeah, which is just one of those things. Like I said, just the head sculpt to me does not look like it goes with that body at all. That's just
Honestly, I'm not in love with either of these.
it's kind of the evil twin of GDO Braun when you get down
Yeah.
to it. It's like the head body mismatch going in the opposite direction in a sense.
I don't love either, but I am open to the experience.
That's a
Like,
fair way to put it.
I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. They're just kind of there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is absolutely something that was revealed today.
In our
Yep.
YouTube chat, Action Figure Expert said, I would not mind seeing a 2-pack of Reboost and Burnout and a regular carded repaint of Crosscut. So yeah, I don't love the skids. My biggest problem with it isn't the shape or anything. It's like,
Or
what
the
is up
amount of clear plastic that they're composed
the
of.
clear plastic, and what's up with that Mohawk weapon axe thing?
Oh, it's the line-wide gimmick. You remember Robot Masters?
Yeah.
The whole first wave came with those clear weapons that can peg together. It's basically that again, or armed microns, or energon
Yeah,
weapons. Although energon weapons didn't really carry that part of the gimmick
So is that-
that well.
Do we think that's a play
Because
pattern? deal?
Bulkhead has one too. It's a
Ah, okay.
Gatling gun thing.
Well, let me go back to the bulkhead. I didn't notice that.
It's the little blue and silver part that's sort
Oh,
of barely
his
visible.
shoulder.
okay. So
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah. So it could be like a similar.
It's a play pattern thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sadly am interested in that part of it just because I like the idea of user customizable random combining super
And
weapons.
I thought I saw that somebody found a Minicon port on Bulkhead.
Yeah,
check
on
the
the
check the
back,
vehicle
yeah.
mode.
Well, I'll be. Look at that. That's interesting. Hey, that won't go away. That's been almost 20 years now. That's cool. I don't know. I like it. Throw an Optimus Prime head on it, and it's what General Optimus Prime sort of.
So the intent here is believed to be that the retool, although in this case I would say it's the primary use of the mold, is Beast Hunter's version Prime Optimus.
Yeah.
Which if you switch out a different front for the vehicle and change out the canvas back shield thing for the winged flight pack that the Prime toy had, you're basically there.
Yeah, I see it now too.
Yeah, I don't hate this. I don't love it.
Oh yeah, especially the way the tires fold up behind the shoulders. That's strikes me as very similar to Beast Hunter's Prime.
Yeah, this is totally supposed to be an Optimus Prime, and it's wearing a bad Bulkhead Halloween costume.
It could.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly who it would be, but it could. What was the was it Revenge of the Fallen? Not Impactor. The trash, the waste management. I can't remember, but like this can make a very good garbage truck pretty easily. I don't know.
I don't remember the name either, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Skids looks bad too because his grill, and then it's just his hood, and there's like this huge space in between where his stomach should be. He has no stomach.
He's very hollow in the center.
The challenge with this is you can't really, if you want all your G1 or all your classic characters to look consistent, you have to hope that they all come to, out within a couple of years of each other. Otherwise, they're not going to fit with anything else. And
I hope these were the worst two of the bunch, and that's why they released these early.
That's certainly a way to look at it.
Yeah, it's depending on what the rest of them look like, or right compared to what we've had in the past, they kind of stick out like a sore thumb. They just
a little bit.
Yeah, they stylistically look different. But if it's a new direction and this is sort of what they look like, I can live with it because I can live with it.
I feel like I'm just gonna do you ever get to a point where you feel like one day you're just gonna stop completely?
Rick,
Yes,
I keep
that's
hoping
exactly
for
what I'm
that.
feeling right now.
I keep hoping for that to happen, and it never does.
hey, on our Patreon,
kind of-
patreon.com/TF Radio, on our RFC throwback segment episode for September of 2021, Rick Mahurin and I did a whole segment about that. So you should go and listen to it. Yeah. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
I was just about to say, I kind of go through, phases like that on and off. And lately I've just been kind of tapering off on buying things. There's stuff I'm behind on, in fact, that I do want to grab at some point, but just, it's not even that I've consciously stopped. I've just started prioritizing other things a little bit higher than Transformers lately.
Yeah, I'm going through one of those phases myself right now, Rob, and this didn't do anything to change my mind.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I've all but deprioritized everything else. When it comes to collecting, I've kept G.I. Joe. I'm keeping my Masters of Universe Origins. But basically, I'll buy whatever, classic Turtles that Playmates puts out. But I don't buy any other toys, and I'm fine with that.
I'm getting ready to phase out a lot of stuff, like spoilers. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection is on the chopping block.
Marvel Legends is effectively on the chopping block unless it's in a cool retro package.
I mean, these two, we're going from, they keep doing these trilogies. So this is the end of the trilogy. We're going into a new trilogy, and these are the two you're showing me, and it just doesn't excite me at all. And I just hope Friday I get that excitement, because right now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to start this trilogy.
Yes, I need something to jumpstart my excitement for the brand right now.
This
That's a
reminds
me
me.
thing, though.
This
I
reminds
remember
me.
feeling kind of unexcited when we saw the first pictures of Siege,
Yes, that's exactly where I
Yeah.
was going, and
and that turned out okay.
yeah,
I remember feeling kind of burnt out and then seeing Combiner Wars, and I was super excited for that. And then we went into Titan's Return, and everybody was super excited for that. But ever since, they their new aesthetic or new surprise or new gimmick just isn't generating the interest that those did, personally.
yeah. I'm trying to think the last time I really felt that just by the appearance of something, and I can't. Maybe Thrilling 30, although I didn't like it. The look, I didn't sort of like it to begin with, and I ended up liking it. Like those earlier generations lines, I didn't necessarily love. I don't know.
I remember the first time we saw the 2013 generation stuff at BotCon 2012. We were having some hard time accepting that, since they were all so much visibly smaller and more simple, and there was a big price bump
And
coming.
they were
in
all
with them.
10 inches tall for deluxe.
That was no. I think you're thinking of the wrong year.
It was all 2011. I'm just joking. I'm just joking how much bigger things were in the past.
I mean, if you think about even 2010s toys, jump forward to the stuff they revealed at BotCon 2012, it was a lot smaller and lesser, and the price was going up. We were there was a lot of not happy feelings going around in the showroom that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. Wait, I have someone walking down the stairs to deliver me a toy from Target. So pay no attention to the 9-year-old who's walking this way.
Give me the toys.
Give me the toys. So, okay.
Is that why you have that?
I like how the 9-year-old brings home toys for Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
You lean over when she comes this way.
Is that why you have the gate up there on the one side,
The
Brian,
gate's
so
to
the 9-year-old can't get close?
It's to keep the cats from getting in here.
Cats, 9-year-old, same thing.
Because
Can't they jump over that though?
If they wanted to.
Buddy is like ginormous. He can't. Thank you, child. Since the adoption went through, you can be on video now. So you can wave. You want to wave? She's waving. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. Oh, I have soda as well. Excellent. I just ran out of energy drink. So any other thoughts about this?
I want to see more. These, like we've all been saying, these don't exactly inspire me either. So, hopefully something else in the line will just grab me. But these are, not the best first impression, but that's not the whole story.
Cool. Okay, I think we can leave it there. Any other thoughts or anything? Do we have anything else?
Hasbro Pulse put out an app today.
I actually signed up for it, and the first thing I did, I signed up, downloaded it, downloaded and logged in. And the one improvement for the account, like order history, is now it's an infinite scroll instead of like paginated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's not a good thing necessarily. It's not much better. I mean, you can't like search.
It's still just an order number.
Yeah. So
that means you can build up a lot of momentum and get down the list faster.
Whee!
Yeah.
I do think there is a possibility with the app that it may get rid of the CAPTCHA.
Oh no, it won't.
No.
Oh, are you a robot?
No.
Yeah. That's the most annoying one because it's like it's not even doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
I thought there was a chance it might get rid of that to help you buy the exclusives faster. And I actually bought something today just to see how it would work. I bought some figure stands. They're like $14.99 for a 3-pack. But I bought that and I noticed when I'm on my mobile device, if I go through my internet browser on my phone, my credit card information is saved in. Doing it through the app, my credit card information not saved in, so it was easier for me to do PayPal.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of normal.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm
for
just saying
apps that
my
do save payment
experience.
information, you have to opt into that first.
So-
It's not going to just have that there.
Rusted Cross has a good point, and Hasbro did say leave notifications on. Rusted Cross said that may actually notify us immediately when something new is posted. Emphasis on may, but yes, yeah.
Yeah, if it's like most things, it'll notify you that something new went up, and by the
After
time
it's
you get
done.
on, it's sold out.
Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else besides the app, or are we done? I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Okay,
Anybody get anything this week?
I'll go
I
since I
got
just have one thing.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
I got another Road Rage.
Nice. Oh, I got to
Nice.
give one away.
I got Road Rage because I got it for $12 from Target shipped.
Dang, nice.
So Target Circle this week had a one-use offer for 25% off of one toy item. Road Rage was already on sale this week for 17 something.
Oh,
And
wow.
then there was an additional red card 5% discount in addition to the standing 5% red card discount. And when you pay with your red card, you automatically get free shipping. So about $12 shipped after all the discounts. So now I have a spare when the clear plastic on my first one eventually shatters. Thanks, Hasbro. That's all.
Okay. Since I forgot to earlier, let me just jump to this, Rob, and I'll
Sure.
do this. I need to DM you, because I haven't yet, the winner of Road Rage is Sideswipe 1101. Congratulations, Sideswipe 1101.
Congratulations.
I will DM you and let you know that you won Road Rage here in a second. Hopefully you don't live in one of those countries where I have to pay like $1,000 to get this sent to you. So,
Or that you live in a country that currently has mail service going between here and there.
Yeah.
yes. So, yes, excellent. So I will reach out to you here. And congratulations. So, but you know what? These contests are always open worldwide, unless I say otherwise. But if you should always assume that it is, unless I say otherwise. So congratulations, Sideswipe 1101. Okay, Rob, go ahead.
Okay, I only got a couple of things, but I can do that real quick. I finally got Generation Select's G2 Ramjet. That is a really nice looking figure.
Yes.
I'm happy to have that. I never did get any of the other cone heads. I have Ramjet and Sandstorm, and those are so far my cone heads. So that's basically fine. I still, like I said, I still need a Starscream from that mold. I'm going to wait till the Coronation one comes out. But the other thing I shipped with that, because BBTS told me I needed to ship it within a week or else, was Gundam G-Frame Wave 13, which is the one with the Buster Gundam, 2 flavors of the Zaku F2, and the Gundam GP1 FB. So I have not put any of those together yet, but I'm pretty fond of that line so far, and I have set your F2 and Buster Gundam aside, Chris. And I think that is the extent of all the toy stuff I got this week.
Cool. Who else? Donald.
I'll go. Okay, not a lot. There's just been a lot going on. Off topic, I got 2 great things. I'm not sure which I'm more excited for. I picked up at Walmart. Let me switch windows here. Sorry. Out of hands. It was it. There it is. Sorry. Enlarge window. Picked up today the only copy that I saw. Season 1 and Season 2 of Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
You got that at Walmart?
Yeah.
I got that.
Oh, nice.
$9.98.
It was a great deal.
Yeah, I don't think I have the original set because I was more concerned with completing Tailspin at the time. But yeah, $10 for 51 episodes, including. Now I remember once I saw the back of it because they didn't include the 5-part Rangers to the Rescue until the second volume. So, but yeah,
Weird
I got
choice.
that. Yeah, it was a strange choice then too, but I got that, and I decided to get. I'm dipping another toe into the turtle well. I only have Kane. That's the only one I really wanted. But I think I'm going to like this Chrome Dome. It's a pretty beefy figure. It looks good. It's got some good sculpting on it, and it's not just a nice looking figure. So I think I'll just add that to my 2 turtle things that I've got.
Just
I'd
make
love to
sure you make sure it's very stable standing up because it will fall over if you
Or
don't
just
have
leave
it
it in the
perfect.
box.
Again, that's
Or just
down.
leave it in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do, or what I've done. I finally sold through all my NECA stuff, except for one thing that's open.
I would love to see the Super 7 version, the ultimate version of a Chrome Dome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would actually vacuum metalize that instead of selling you a cell shaded dome.
Yeah. I mean, I may keep it. I may take it back.
Don, you muted yourself. So, I saw where NECA had, I guess you didn't press the button. I saw where NECA had posted their Mutagen Man, and it doesn't look anywhere near as awesome as the Super
No, but
7.
it looks very accurate to what Mutagen Man looked like in the one cartoon episode he showed up in.
Yeah, but the
Which is
toy.
Which
what
did not
they're
look
going
as awesome as the toy. I had the toy before that cartoon episode aired the first time. and
that's such a classic toy.
yeah.
That scratches something in my brain, which if I was Mutagen Man, you could do easily because it's just behind glass.
Yeah, just reach down the top of the fishbowl and
Yeah.
On topic, after a little bit of wait and hunting and everything, I did finally get my Road Rage from Target.com. Finally. Took a while with the move and everything, but I did get her.
Did you get it as cheap as Chris?
No, I did not.
Then
I
you
got this a
failed.
couple.
You outdone Anomics Don.
Yes, but I
Wow.
also ordered this about 3 weeks ago when it finally went live.
Wow, I
Uh,
ordered mine and it was delivered within 3 days.
Well, did you recently move?
No,
I did.
I haven't
And-
moved in like 20 years.
Yeah. And the last thing I got was an impulse buy, but thanks to tfradio.net/Amazon, I now have Sludge.
Oh, nice.
So I decided I now have, 3 of the Cyberverse Dinobots. Don't know what they're going to do about Slag and Swoop, but I decided to go ahead and get them. Sludge is one of my favorite Dinobots, so I decided to go ahead and get them. Other than that, that's all I got.
Cool. Did Rob already went diecast? Nope. Okay. Couple things. If you're watching the video, you saw my 9-year-old brought me Waspinator from Kingdom like 5 minutes ago. Is my video? I need to fix that.
How come you didn't open it yet, Brian?
I don't know. So I have that. Looks great. At Dollar Tree, and I love Dollar Tree, and I have one near my house. Kim found me, I guess it's what was the toy called where you took the little plastic things and you stuck them on a board? It looks like there's I think there's a Transformers one. There's definitely a G.I. Joe one. You make a story with the crap that I don't know, but this is a sticker story kit. It's 3D.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what they were called.
Something like color forms?
Color forms, yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay, yeah.
It's like that, but I have the G.I. Joe one somewhere. It's like that, but it's stickers, and it comes with little 3D glasses. And I, looking at it, what did they do with it? I opened one. Is it here? Oh, it's right here. So I thought the 3D glasses, and they fell. I'm not getting it. I thought the 3D glasses were like the old, if you had Valiant Vision, that little 3D gimmick thing that Valiant Comics did is a little, where basically it'll take any comic book and basically separate out the colors and create a 3D effect. I guess it polarizes the light or something. I don't know. I thought it was like that, but no, it's more like X-ray specs, and it really doesn't do anything. So I made a story here of Optimus Prime and Megatron in a foot race. Yeah, for $1, I couldn't do much. So
Is there a second Optimus Prime sticker like that?
there's one, he's smaller, and like I could have him facing off against Megatron. It's much smaller.
Yeah, no, I was more wondering if you could have 2 Optimus Primes running a
Foot
race
race.
and have the evergreen version of a Prime problem.
Oh, that'd be great. I love that. No.
Worst sticker set ever.
Yeah. Chris sent me Panther, the flocked version. That's awesome. Thank you, Chris.
It only took me 2 months.
God, the box was the perfect size, and it was like a professional packing job. It was amazing, actually.
I'm glad it didn't get crushed.
It did not, and I think I may have already repurposed the box.
Cats?
No shipping.
Children?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I think I have. Maybe I haven't. I've got some stuff to mail out tonight, so maybe that'll go in that. But yeah, thank you. Also, another off-topic-y thing. I still don't have the Party Wagon, the reissue, but I do have the Blimp, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the turtle blimp. That's an interesting
turtle
thing. So I was talking with, I think, Mandy Kara in our Discord about that yesterday.
Mhm.
So the packaging photos are a little bit misleading on that. The blimp part is shown with tabs on the top that you could theoretically thread like thread or fishing line through to hang it from a ceiling.
Mhm.
Those apparently don't exist on the actual toy in the packaging. Also, it's not actually a reissue of the vintage Playmates turtle blimp. The blimp part might be, but all of the like solid plastic parts are from the Nickelodeon Turtles line from a few years ago. It's a completely different blimp toy that's just clipped onto the old inflatable design.
Interesting.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a really bad reissue because it's not actually a reissue of what it's supposed to be a reissue of.
It made the internet mad.
Yeah, and I mean the other misleading thing about it is it blows up to 30 inches long. When does it ever get a chance to blow 30 inches long?
Yeah, I don't think the original was ever even that long, and I think it
Yeah.
had the same call out on the package.
Yeah, it's so weird. One more thing. I'm so disappointed by this. Not in the toy, but in the fact that I bought a junker of this and a mint on sealed card one popped up like 3 weeks before and I missed it. It's just one of those things when you host a podcast or you do a YouTube channel or something and you talk about stuff you look for, you're always shoot yourself in the foot. Kind of like I did with all those Happy Meal Transformers things. I've been looking for a G3 Inferno for 22 years. And when I say G3 Inferno, it's a knockoff. It's Inferno. But it's listed as Generation 3 on the package.
It's if you're of a certain age in the fandom, it's extremely infamous.
Yeah, so
It's like one of the most well-known knockoffs to a certain age of fan.
it's very light. And this one is missing some stuff. It's missing the hose on this side. It's missing a wheel and 2 tires on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's missing like the wings and everything. So it's pretty incomplete. I paid $20 for it and I was very happy with that, to be honest with you, because I've been looking for it for a long time. And it must have been before I put in, I don't know if somebody just beat me to it, beat my eBay search agent or whatever, but someone bought one on eBay with they made an offer and got it for mint on sealed card for $10, like 3 weeks before I found this. Heartbroken. So, yeah. Okay. tfradio.net/Amazon. Buy something. It helps us out. It really does. Really. You can buy toilet paper. You can buy Transformers. You can buy printer paper. Just think.
you can try to buy Transformers. It's challenging right now.
Yeah. So tfradio.net/Amazon.
But there's a lot of daily essentials that'll set you up.
Oh
yeah. I was going to say something very irresponsible, but I'm not going to. I might as well just say what I was going to say. I was going to say, hey, we've noticed, going into the store, there's certain things that you can't find, that are starting to become difficult to get your hands on again. Amazon's always a good place to start hoarding. Not that I say you should hoard, but I'll shut up. If you're going to, anyway, tfradio.net/Amazon. Okay. And I want to thank our patrons. Of course, every week we thank our patrons at the touch tier. And if you're a patron on Patreon, we have, we actually post a lot of content. I was going to have it done today. It'll look like it'll be tomorrow, but we're going to have the next episode of Rob's podcast, History on the Fives. Looking forward to getting that posted. Just yesterday, I posted the first half of the month's RFC throwback. In this podcast, there's 2 segments, and I think this one's really interesting. One, we have a discussion about Combiner Wars with the RFC podcast crew. Then we jump to a recording that we did back in March with a question about leaks. It's kind of funny on Ant's podcast, Anthony, TFU Info. He did a segment on leaks as well. Not related, not copying Ant, just unfortunately, it's just the way it worked out. But so we go into that with sort of a discussion about leaks. Then I actually go back and share a story that I've shared before, but not often, about my personal, very hands-on experience directly with Hasbro's legal team when it comes to how Hasbro approaches leaks. This was a harrowing period of my life, I'm not going to lie. And I go into some detail on that and look at that in context of the leaks and, what that means for Hasbro and how serious they are about it. So that is I think it's episode 9 of RFC Throwback. It's the early October edition, patreon.com/TFradio. If you're a patron at the touch tier or Matrix Bearer, you get it immediately as it's posted. leaving money on the table, I think it's a 7-day wait, then you get it. And, you know, like I said, we post a lot of content to our Patreon. But we thank our patrons at the touch tier each week. I want to do that now. Thanks to Kevin Dorsey, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Jason Hiley, Mike Mallory, Jay Rye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Boomer, Sean Bratton, Spider Bob, Frank or Black and White Now in Color, Nate Wilson, Cybertron Toys, Tyrell Gwynn, Paul Schreiber, and Sterling. Thank you all so much. You were awesome. John DeLuna is not here. You can find him at that John D. He's posted a lot of interesting things on Twitter this week. I think my favorite one was his comment about how his wedding photos and such and his family heirlooms are in storage, but his toys are displayed out with in beautiful Technicolor lighting. That was just a fun thing. John tweets a lot of great stuff. He is at that John D. You can find him everywhere. And you can find Rob Springer, not here. He's at Robo Rob Springer on the Twitters and at zonebase.org. I am at briankilby.com. You can find my other stuff there. I'm also at bkilby on Twitter and on Instagram at Brian Kilby. Our website, of course, is tfradio.net. Basically, everything is there with an archive going back 22 years. We hit our 22nd anniversary last week. We are old people. And, of course, Twitter at TF Radio, Instagram, TF Podcast, YouTube, Roku, and all that. Chris, how do people get a hold of you?
I do toy photography, theoretically. You can find a lot of that at playwithphotography.com. You can also listen to me not being able to talk properly any given week on a Wednesday night. On social media at playwithphotos on Twitter for random photos and things. If you want to show some support for the work I try to do, you can do so on Patreon at patreon.com/playwithphotos for as little as $2 per month. I'm personally on Twitter at ChrisRTXV, and I have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/ChrisList.
Excellent. Don.
And we reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4, EVR.
Diecast.
You can follow me on Twitter at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. And you can also see all my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews. And I also have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/diecast list.
Don't use the Massey. Did anybody buy anything off Massey Attack? Let's see here. It just occurred to me that Don moved, so that wish list needs to be updated.
Oh,
Yeah, that seems like that'd be important.
Yeah,
But you can fix that in like 5 minutes.
Don,
You mean
go
the
in.
coffin I got for him didn't go to his house?
Nope.
His new house?
When you update your address in Amazon, it updates everything but your wish lists. I learned that when Amazon sent me a replacement NA to a house that I haven't lived at in over a year.
Don,
Oh.
remember the coffin would make a great Halloween decoration every year till you need it.
It would. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. Rob, how do people get a hold of you?
I figured Don would keep the coffin so he'd have a place to put diecast if he ever tried to come visit.
That too.
But I can be found on Twitter at Rob Flails, which is the Twitter for Flail Throughs, my YouTube account, which is where I'm covering Gundam Battle Operation 2 and SD Gundam G Generation Genesis, which I actually finally got a chance to record the other night. So I'm going to be able to keep up on that at least for another week. Hooray. Also, they just announced a Gundam Battle Operation spin-off, which is a single-player offline game. And I'm going to be covering that as much as I possibly can. And that's coming out in a couple of weeks. So yeah, looking forward to that. If you like what I do over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can throw me a couple of bucks and I can request specific mobile suits in any of the games I am playing at the moment. And I also have a wish list at tfradio.net/claylist.
Awesome sauce. Okay, that's it. We'll be back next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Recording stopped.
I don't know if you heard, but the recording stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I could take this opportunity to spend time with my kids because they're probably trying to get to bed right now. Or I could spend it.
Recording something.
We did that last
No,
week.
recording has stopped.
Are you paying attention?
Yeah, I would like to just establish the cadence and maybe every other week doing like spending 10 or 15 minutes to record something after. That'd be
Okay.
great. But
Sounds good.
Hey, can someone with a red card grab me a road rage? I think she's still up on target right now.
let me let me do it. Does anybody need a Beast Wars Ravage Evolution pack from Hasbro PulseCon? Okay, joking.
Well, actually, technically, hopefully,
I raised my hand first.
I'm
So.
Go
joking.
get one.
I'm not trusting that at this point.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get it, but not that I'm not saying that I'm not going to get it, but I haven't gotten it yet. So
That's like the best box in a while. There's a lot of nice stuff in there.
yeah, I talked to Hasbro PR and was like, hey, it's going to go out this week, and I'm like, if I don't have it if it's not shipped out today, I'm not going to have it by Friday, and I can't use it for the promotional purpose of it, which doesn't mean I don't want the toys, but let's see here. Can I ship to you directly, Matt, from this, or do I have to ship to myself?
You can ship directly to him. I did that with one of the Seeker sets.
Okay.
Yeah, should be able to.
Okay.
You just need to have his address,
Okay, I'll just hit ship
which
it.
I assume you do.
I do. I just need to dig it out.
Man, I just realized I could have claimed I raised my hand first.
Oh, well, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm joking, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to go for that Ravage. Like I said,
I
getting more selective.
I don't really expect it's going to be a big problem to get that.
Oh,
I don't either. Let's see here. Let me go to my
The
addresses.
thing I think is going to be hard, and I hope I'm wrong,
There you go, Brian. Check the chat.
is the Zartan.
Oh, thank you.
I really want that Zartan.
Anyway, all Ravage has to do is stay in stock for an hour, and then I can get one. Because I'm not paying $50 for Pulse Premium to buy a $50 exclusive.
No. I think it's
Yes.
$50.
Oh, okay.
$52.99 actually.
Sweet.
Okay.
I don't mean to be mean, Matt, when I say this, but I'm happy that I spelled your last name correctly on the first go. I never
Oh,
actually.
no, that's perfectly acceptable. Nobody knows how to spell my last name. So.
Yeah.
I've gotten into the habit of anytime I order food and they ask for a name, I say it and then immediately spell it out.
It's like, so obviously this is not the same circumstances, but like with our 5-year-old, when the adoption went through, we changed her first name so that it could be pronounced and spelled by people. We moved it to middle name, which, knowing that, that would become her first name, I still expected that she would keep the last name, or keep the name, and that's what people would call her who know her. But like at daycare, like they just, everybody changed it to her new first name, and that's what she goes by now. It makes me sad. In my mind, the name was really, for like, professional purposes when she's an adult. But yeah. Okay.
Thanks, by the way. Let me know what I owe you with shipping and everything.
What? They don't ship to West Virginia. I'm kidding.
I wouldn't blame them if they didn't.
Let's see here. I've got to put in a new card number.
What? They've dug a burning moat around West Virginia?
That's not a moat, it's a coal pit.
Same thing.
I got stuff last week. I just forgot to bring it down. So
Oops.
figured I'd skip it.
Made the show go
I
faster.
I have not been anywhere to get anything. So
I got a box of Taobao, but
I haven't been ordering anything because God, pre-orders have backed up, and that's all gonna be a disaster one day.
November 1st is when it's all gonna blow up. Because I think we got that 2-pack coming out, the Jurassic Park Transformers crossover.
Didn't
I
buy it.
canceled that.
You canceled it?
I never ordered it to begin with. I haven't gotten any of the crossover stuff yet. None of it appeals to me.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order Draculus either.
Draculus is actually, I think, later in the month.
I don't care. I'm still
November.
not getting it. I'll get the Jurassic Park crossover at some point when it gets cheaper.
Which it may if it sticks around.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of got burned on Expanse.
Yeah.
If I'd waited on that,
I
I
th-
could have got it so much cheaper
I
Yeah.
think
and
everybody who
still
bought
been
that got
dissatisfied
burned
with
on
it.
I got a second one thinking I would keep one in the box, and I haven't opened either of them because the box was messed up.
Oh,
But when it dropped that cheap, I was like, I might as well get one to keep in the box. There's very few pieces that I actually want in the box. I'm not a very big in the box collector, but that one does look nice. Now I
The
have a turtle.
box
band.
is literally the best part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, people watching live, I think we're going to be boring for the rest of this time, so we'll see you next week.
We'll go be boring in private. Take care.
We'll be boring in private, so we'll see you.
Take care, everybody.
Story of my life, really.
Yeah, I just don't have any energy